All right, what's going on, guys? I don't know how the fuck to do intros without sounding like an idiot, but y'all know who I am, and we're back with another story time. Today I didn't really have any footage for a game to put it over, or I wasn't playing when I told the story. A lot of you may have already heard this story, but it's too good not to tell again. So I guess we'll just use the visual aid here, which isn't working. There we go. Um, so yeah, if anybody knows any animators, let me know. I looked, and a lot of them are very expensive. So if you know of one that's not gonna make me sell my truck and all my belongings to have something done, let me know. But for today, we're just going with my beautiful artwork, and I don't know. I may not even have to draw, but I'll probably draw a little bit. All right, so we had fourth grade Travis. And it was a fairly normal day. Actually, it wasn't a fairly normal day. I believe the weekend prior, I had been to a WWE event of some kind, and the big car show World of Wheels was in Atlanta as well. So at this car show, for some reason, we met that kid from he voiced Diego, and he was in Wizards of Waverly Place. I think his name was Jake something. I don't remember, but we met him, and I got a photo of him signed and all this shit. And it was cool to me because he was kind of a big star at the time, and now I don't know what he's doing with his life. But so I went into school that day, and actually I had a large boot on because I had also broken my growth plate, which I guess we will cover in another story time. But I went into school with this autographed photo, and I was ready to flex on some folks, because kind of, the girls kind of thought he was hot and stuff. So maybe I was gonna get me some bitches, but the day went south very quickly. So the day went on. We're in art class, and you got kids drawing, doing pottery, whatever. Do pottery, not pot, kids. Haha. So here we go. This is me over here. I'm doing whatever, art. Yay. And I get the urge to pee. I gotta go. So I head over to the teacher, and I'm like, yo, I got to pee. So I get to the bathroom, and here's the urinals, I guess. And I'm on crutches, mind you, so I'm having a hard time. And right as I get to the urinal, it hits me. I got a fart. So I let out a little bit of a fart. So we'll do green come out my ass. But then after the fart, I realize there's much more to this story. So I spring into action, ditching the crutches. So there's my big boot foot. And I'm running to the bathroom stall. The big one, the handicap accessible one. Every school had the big handicap accessible bathroom. So I get in there. Here's the toilet. It's big. There's like a rail here for the wall. And I'm spun around, and I'm starting to take my jeans off. And I get them kind of down, and there's my ass. And I get my jeans kind of down. And I get them down, and I knew I had to go, and then it just goes. So I shit everywhere. I shit in the toilet, on the wall, on the floor, down my pants, in my pants, and all over my hands. So now I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm just standing there with shit all over me. It smells. I'm wiping my hands on the wall, getting toilet paper, attempting to wipe my ass, but to no avail. So I just pull my pants up, and I'm like, fuck. So I kind of get the mess somewhat cleaned up, although it wasn't very cleaned up, and I flush. So I walk out of the bathroom stall to where I'm greeted to some older kids. Oh fuck. I'm greeted by some older kids, and they're like, "Oh man, one of them's I think dying, and it smells horrible." And then the rest of them have their shirts up over their face, and they just can't believe what they're smelling, and all sorts of bad looks at me, and they're holding their noses, and I'm just over here all embarrassed and sad because I just shit myself at school. And that's not a good feeling, you know, especially as a fourth grader. You don't want to be the kid who shit your pants, especially when you're trying to flex on kids, telling them, you know, you met a celebrity and all this shit. So I try to wash my hands. As I'm going to wash my hands, I remember apologizing to the guys. I was like, yo, I'm sorry, guys. You know, I don't know what happened, but whatever happened was not good, and it was not normal. So I made my way up to the office to figure out what I'm going to do, and I actually had to stop by art class and tell my teacher, like, yo, I'm not feeling great, you know, and she could probably smell me and know that things went down in there, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you shit all over the back of your pants and in your pants and on your hands and you got shit on your hands and everything, people are gonna know, you know, but I tried to hide it. I was just like, yeah, I'm not feeling great. And she was like, oh yeah, you're not feeling 100%. She's probably like, get the fuck out of my goddamn classroom, you little shitty pants. So I head up to the office. I walk in the office. Here's the lady sitting at the desk. She's kind of got curly hair and whatnot, you know, and she's all happy to do her job and happy to make phone calls. Well, they have the little phone over here for the kids who are sick, you know what I mean? So, what do phones look like? Here's the phone cord. So I'm over here, and I'm like, oh, man, I got to call my mom and tell her I pooped. So, I'm calling her, and right about now, her frown is turning upside down. Because she's smelling it. Because I still smell like shit. And then the other teacher lady or secretary lady comes out. And she's aware of the situation based off of smell alone. So they already understand that I've had a bad day. So they try not to let me know that they know that I shit myself. But I know that they know that I shit myself. So after I call my mom, I'm like, yo, mom, I had an accident. I gotta, you know, I need help. I had an accident. I don't think I told her I shit myself, but she's at Walmart. She went home, got some clothes, headed up to the school. So after I call my mom, I'm out here in the hallway because I was like, yo, you know, they kind of knew what was up, and I was all sad and mad at this point because I had just shit myself. Well, they were like, all right, you can go stand out in the hallway. They didn't even want me in the fucking office because I smelled so bad. So they stuck me out in the lobby, and it was fucking degrading because people were walking into the school, walking out of the school, and principals were walking by, and teachers are going to make copies and shit. And they just see this smelly kid sitting there with the look of a kid who just shit himself. So after I stand there for about 30 minutes with fucking shit in my pants, my mom walks in with a change of fucking clothes because she thought I just pissed myself. So as soon as she walks in, she's like, whoa. She knows what the deal is. She knows that I just shat myself. So she decides that I can come home. So she picks me up. I go home. She had to help me get a bath because fourth grade Travis had shit all over himself. I left all my shit at school that day. I didn't even get it. I went home, got a bath, wiped my ass. Me and my mom went to Walmart, and I went on with my life. All right, so that about does it. I don't think I ever got any shit at school over this, surprisingly. That's the crazy thing to think about it. Like, there were things I did during school that I got shit for, but this was not one of them. It was weird. It was almost as if, like, everybody just agreed not to talk about it. Even the kids who were in there and knew damn well I shit myself, nobody said anything. So it's pretty cool. So shout out to everybody who was in my fourth grade class. They kind of did me a solid. I could have used some solids on that day, but they did me a solid by not really roasting me over it. So I just kind of came to school the next day, told everybody I was sick the day before, and went on with my life. But nobody really ever talked about it again. So I did not go down in Rome, Georgia history as the kid who shat himself in fourth grade. Just want that to be known. But I am the kid who shit himself in fourth grade. And the kid who shit himself in fourth grade is going on to do bigger and better things. That's going to do it for this story. I don't know what story I'll tell next. Maybe the broken growth plate, maybe not. I have a lot of good stories. But yeah, I don't know how this series is going to work. If it'll be gameplay, if I'll be drawing it, if there's an animator. The animator is just going to come down if I find somebody who will do it fairly cheap. You know, if it's somebody just beginner or whatever, I don't need anything great. But shout out to David Schildhouse for the idea. But yeah, if you know of any stories that I have told on stream, or you just want to hear, or if you think there's a story or whatever, let me know in the comments. It may refresh my memory a little bit. But yeah, I don't know when another one of these will be, but be on the lookout for more story times that may or may not look like this one. But until then, I appreciate you all watching, and we will see you next time.